And here it is, Sunday night, ESPN. Cubs and the Cardinals. No line yet. It's Lester against Martinez. Sports bit line. Cubs $1.25 on the road. 7.5 the total, under -120. As good as the Cubs are, they win it all. Now they get Schwarber back. How scary is that? And another huge bat. Chapman gone, but they get Wade Davis to close. Hamill gone, but Montgomery slides into the rotation. They lose Fowler, which will be big. But, you worry about the honeymoon stage, but nobody better than Joe Madden. I think he'll keep them loose. So many studs on that team. I think they'll be fine. Lester, not special in his debut in 2015, just 11-12. But last year, 19-5 with a 2.44, number 2 in the Cy Young behind Scherzer, and he got better as the season wore on. 10-1 with a 1.76 after the break. He was awesome in the postseason as well, Teddy.
Yeah, sure. 3-1 with a 2.02 ERA in the postseason, and 3 starts versus the Cardinals last year. I'm always interested in the batter-pitcher lineups. How about this? In those 3 starts, he went 2-0 with an 0.87 ERA. 21 strikeouts versus 11 hits and 3 walks over 20.2 innings of work. In other words, he dominated them in all 3 meetings. Let's talk about this line for a minute here, where we had, this is, again, there's no line right now. The sports projection, and I was saying 125. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cubs are 130, somewhere in that range. They'll be short favorites in this ballgame. The total is interesting to talk about with the 7.5. I was like 7.5. Let's do 7.5 under -120. Put some sophistication in there for our viewers. But again, these are guesstimates, especially when we're talking about opening day. I do not have a great sense of how the market's going to react to these teams. But we talk about the success of John Lester and the amazing success he had last year. The key for Lester and all the Cubs pitchers a season ago, not just good defense, not just great defense. We're talking about a Chicago Cubs defense that got to balls at a legitimately historic rate. Look at the 2000. This is a graphic that has to get, to take a minute and look at this. Okay. In 2017, this is pitching batting average on balls in play, BABIP. When you have a bad BABIP, it means you have bad defense, and the opposing hitters are finding the gaps against your pitchers. When you have a BABIP that's very good, it means when teams are hitting the ball, they're not hitting it hard, they're not getting balls into the gaps, the opposing defense is better than average. Well, look at the numbers. It's sick. The number 2 team in pitching BABIP last year was the Blue Jays at 282. The Cubs were at 255. All right. You look at the last 5 seasons, the best team in Major League Baseball by year. And every year, it's the Rays at 277 or the A's at 272 or the Blue Jays at 278. Last year, the Cubs at 255. So they just weren't better than average defensively. They were way off the charts better than average defensively. And one has to think there might be some regression in that particular stat, particularly without Dexter Fowler in center and with Schwarber on the field. When you're talking about a historic number over the last 5 seasons, the best by far, we have to expect some decline from Chicago defensively.
All right, for the Cardinals, Martinez not just good, but consistent. 2015, 14-7 with an ERA of 3. Last year, 16-9 with an ERA of 3. Nothing better than strikeouts and ground balls as a combo. 2015, strikeouts per 9 innings, 9.2. Look at the ground ball percentage. In 2016, 8 strikeouts per 9 innings, ground ball rate about the same. Only 2 NL pitchers finished 8 or better, and better than 50% the last 2 seasons, Martinez and Arrieta. And now, if it wasn't bad enough that the Cubs lose Fowler, he goes to their rivals and then the division of the Cardinals, Teddy.
Yeah, and Fowler's a great fit in St. Louis. The better defense, be more speed, and he's a legit leadoff hitter, something that they lacked last year, which was a very disappointing season for St. Louis. So I'll tell you right now, it's going to be hard to make money with the Cubs. And we talked about this last year. The Cubs were so hot for so long, and now that they're defending World Series champs, they are the ultimate public team. And Chicago could win 100 games this year and be an even money proposition, a break-even proposition from a money line perspective. So in general, from the get-go, my thoughts for 2017 is looking to find spots to go against Chicago more than I'll be looking for find spots to support them. It's particularly with one of their numerous aces on the hill where you're having to lay a price to do so.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.